This series of videos was developed as part of the First Presbyterian Church of Norwalk's confirmation class. We are glad you're here. You're not alone on the journey of faith. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid." John 14:27. Today's topic is rooted in grace. The music that you hear in the background comes from the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. In the movie, Indiana Jones is an adventurer archaeologist. He goes all over the world searching for rare treasures, and he doesn't give up until he finds them. It's not easy to find language to describe God. Often we use words like omniscient, all-knowing, omnipotent, all-powerful, omnipresent, everywhere. Although these are good words, they can't capture God. They don't tell the whole story. As we think about God, I would suggest that we add some of the qualities of Dr. Jones: searching, finding, dedicated, perseverant, and sacrificing. Like Indiana Jones solving the hardest riddles, facing the worst of our enemies, and still finding the greatest treasure, the Christian faith is taught that God does the hard work. Instead of us reaching up to God, God reaches down to us. God does not wait for us to figure it out. In the church, we call this grace. God's love for us is a gift. We didn't earn it. We didn't deserve it. We aren't able to pay the price. At the First Presbyterian Church of Norwalk, Ohio, our mission statement is threefold: rooted in grace, growing in Christ, reaching out in love. Grace is so important to us as a church that we put it right up front. As individuals, we know that we are smart and talented. We know we're among the best and brightest. Nonetheless, we want everyone to know that the hero of our story is not ourselves. Instead, God is the hero. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God, not the result of works, so that no one may boast. Ephesians 2:8-9. We get lost. We make mistakes. We fall short of what we know we should be doing. God's grace means that when we fail, God still cares. In the 15th chapter of the Gospel of Luke, Jesus is criticized for welcoming sinners and eating with them. In response, Jesus tells three stories. The first story is about a shepherd. Which one of you, having 100 sheep and losing one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one that is lost until he finds it? When he has found it, he lays it on his shoulders and rejoices. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and neighbors, saying to them, "Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep that was lost." The second is about a woman. Or what woman, having 10 coins, if she loses one of them, does not light a lamp, sweep the house, and search carefully until she finds it? When she has found it, she calls together her friends and neighbors, saying, "Rejoice with me, for I have found the coin that I had lost." The third is about a father. In this story, a son rejects his father's love and leaves home with his inheritance. He wastes all of it. After much difficulty, the son decides to come home. So he set off and went to his father. But while he was still far off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. He ran and put his arms around him and kissed him. Then the son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father said to his slaves, "Quickly bring out a robe, the best one, and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet, and get the fatted calf and kill it. And let us eat and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And they began to celebrate. In each of these stories, there is something lost: a sheep, a coin, and a son. In each of these stories, there is someone who finds the thing that is lost: a shepherd, a woman, and a father. In each of the stories, there is celebration when the lost is found. These stories are really about our relationship with God. We are the ones who are lost, and God is the one who finds us. Once found, God throws a huge party. Like Indiana Jones, God is not sitting on the sidelines, but God searches for us, welcomes us, and celebrates with us.